Hey there guys, Tom here, welcome back to my movie channel and thank you very much for joining me for this, my review of the brand new film, The Invisible Man. Invisible Man stars Elizabeth Moss and is the story of Elizabeth Moss's character whose boyfriend seemingly dies by suicide but then somehow comes back to haunt her as an invisible man. Before we get into the review today, if you guys have not subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notifications bell so that you never miss out on my take on all things movies. Have you guys seen The Invisible Man? Whatever your thoughts are on this film, make sure you jump down in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts so we can carry on the discussion. Now look, if I've said it once on this channel, I've said it 1,000 times. Horror movies aren't really my thing. Never really been a big horror fan, but lately I'm getting into the genre quite a bit. So this movie really wasn't interesting to me at all, just going off the trailers and off the posters, but I will say this, I am a big fan of Leigh Whannell, who wrote and directed this film. He also wrote and directed a film called Upgrade a couple of years ago, which you can see right here. I really enjoyed Upgrade. I thought that was a very unique and innovative film, a film done on a modest budget with great visual effects. And Blumhouse is a studio that's been killing it recently. I mean, look, Fantasy Island, yeah, that movie sucks. But as far as budgets go, Blumhouse, for some reason, like, they managed to find all the loose change they can around their house, put it together and make a horror film, and they end up turning massive profits on these movies. And they seem to have done it once again with The Invisible Man. This was a movie that was made for $7 million. I'm happy to say that I think this film is going to make the studio quite a bit of money, because this film is actually really good. It's quite amazing to me that Blumhouse can have a movie come out one week like Fantasy Island, which was absolute dog shit, and then the next week followed up with a movie that is actually like very high quality. Elizabeth Moss absolutely kills it in this role. She sells it so well, especially because she's trying to play a character that's like trying to convince everybody she's not insane. But at some points in the movie, you think she's actually probably going crazy. There are just scenes in this movie that I don't know how they pulled it off with the budget they have. You have scenes where Elizabeth Moss and other characters are encountering the Invisible Man. Obviously, to us, it just looks like they're fighting nothing, but how they did those sequences, I don't know, because they did them so well. They look so real. You're convinced there's someone there actually struggling with them, even though they're fighting against nothing. And honestly, this movie doesn't look like it was a movie shot on a budget of $7 million. And I think that's what is really special about what Blumhouse does as a studio. Also, moments in this film where I'm sitting there and I'm going, they're not ballsy enough to do, oh, no, they did it. So this film I found surprising. I found it incredibly tense. You get invested in the story and in the characters right away from the opening scene. And like a lot of other people, I was kind of worried that the trailers gave away too much, but the trailers really didn't give away anything once you actually see the finished film. There's so many twists and turns throughout the movie. Look, there are a couple of logic problems when you have a character that's invisible, and you would think going in that a movie called The Invisible Man, with the characters fighting an invisible being, that shtick you'd think would wear off after a while, and you'd think it would become kind of like a gimmick, and you'd get kind of sick of it. But this film just finds new ways to make that interesting and to make it tense and scary. And they put a whole new twist on this film as well that I really liked. As I said, this movie had everything you want this movie to be. It's fun, it's tense, oh my god, this movie's so tense, there's so much tension, it's crazy. It's got great performances by Elizabeth Moss and by the rest of the cast. It's really beautifully shot and really beautifully directed. Also editing, sound design, sound editing. This film is great, like it really is. I wasn't expecting to love this film, but I really do love this film. I don't know if it's going to make my top 10 of the year list or anything like that, but I really enjoyed this film, and I think if you're someone who enjoyed Upgrade, I think you're going to be very happy with The Invisible Man, because Leigh Whannell is proving to be quite the rising star. Also, he's a fellow Aussie, so gotta respect that. So guys, make sure you leave your comments down below and let me know what you thought of The Invisible Man. Have you seen it? Whatever you thought about it, jump down there and let's carry on the discussion. Also, remember, hit that subscribe button, ring that notifications bell so you never miss out on my take on all things movies. My name is Tom, and I will see you guys next time.